6 o'clock.
Feels like 7. Isn't it? Okay, and absent is Paul.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot to go through.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Yeah, can I just make a suggestion before we, I don't know how, there's probably some orderly way to do this.
Well, I was saying we should, in the text message anyway, but we should set up some maybe ground rules or like
Yes.
parameters that were like, oh, nope, nope, or, you know, yep.
Yeah.
I know last year mine was like, it serves Douglas. Pretty much a yes, you know. If there's any errors in their application, kind of no, because we don't have that much money, right? So you have to eliminate people somehow. Which there is one I saw, they have the wrong year, but,
And then there's like 2 duplicates.
oh, yeah,
The high
the,
school
The high
goes to
school one.
Broadway.
yeah,
Yeah, and then, the Adult Social Center, they apply for multiple events.
right,
And also one person that we have scheduled to come in applied for her own separate grant.
There's two
Number
that,
13,
two that way, I thought.
yes,
The Mike and Beth Cabaret Show was one,
yeah,
and the,
so they're double dipping, is what you're saying?
yeah. And the other one is Helen Keller, Champion of the Disabled. So those are two that were Adult Social Center ones. In addition to the Adult Social Center's application. And the Adult Social Center this year is applying for $1,600 in grant money. Last year, they applied for $1,500 and got that.
yeah.
So I thought that we could probably eliminate those two as duplicates. Number 13, the Helen Keller one,
Mm-hmm. And 18?
and 18,
Yeah.
yeah. And the school one, there are two.
So it looks like Blackstone Valley Education Foundation is helping Douglas High School. So they requested a grant, but then the high school itself requested a grant.
Right. And they're for different amounts of money.
Right.
And the, one was a lot more than the other.
Yeah, the high school was 2,600. Douglas High School.
Yeah.
Which numbers are those?
Number 7.
7 and 3.
But they both, had the same information, that the cost per
Right.
student was.
Yes. I
was a little bit
received an
different.
email from the gentleman at the high school that he wasn't aware that the Blackstone Valley Education Foundation also submitted a grant, and he was hoping that it wouldn't reflect on him trying to get
Right.
more funding than his original price of the 2,600.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with funding the Douglas High School directly. I don't know about that amount, because we'll have to figure out, you
Okay,
know, cash.
Right.
yeah.
But we could agree that
Found this
the,
nice sheet online.
could
Oh,
we,
yeah, so,
could we agree that the $1,200 for the Blackstone Valley Education Foundation gets knocked off consideration?
Number 3?
Yeah,
Yep.
because we're gonna consider the high school.
Yeah.
How's that, Rakesh? Diane, guys agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one, number 11, the Summer Youth Theater.
Yeah.
They were asking for 2022. I don't know if that was a typo or if it's like last year they were asking for money, you know, going back, like what happened
Yeah.
before. So,
I didn't notice that, but my concern with that application was, well, they didn't charge, I thought it was a good idea. I thought that the program sounded really good. But I didn't know if it mattered that they charge $5 for people to come and see the plays. the participation by the children or students is free.
Mhm.
Just people have to pay to see the play. I don't know if that was a problem or not, because you're charging people to come.
Yeah, and it's grant funded.
Yeah,
Are they
but
asking for the money for administrative or?
That's what I was just gonna
for
look
No.
at.
yeah, it's in the application itself, if you want to take a look at it.
Supplies and materials, it looks like. They're asking
Yeah.
for 1,000, right?
Costumes,
Which number is that?
11.
And then they're also asking all the other local councils for
Yes.
money, so.
There are 4 other communities that are also listed
Right.
there.
Didn't see that they were charging.
Well, Sean, your
Oh,
initial...
here we go, attendance is $5 for guests, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, your initial concern was that they had the wrong year.
Right.
I think that was probably just a typo.
Yeah.
Probably, but, you know, if we're trying to discriminate, you know.
Yeah.
And we could put it on the maybe pile. And
Okay.
then just have them maybe
It says
Go
in
in.
the rules, no
no
mistake.
typos.
No-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
thought, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we should cross number 11 off.
When you submit the
Unfortunately.
application, you're supposed to make sure it is exact.
Yep.
So that's unfortunate for them.
Not to mention, they are charging admission for it,
Yeah.
and they're not supposed to.
Right.
This is working out good, just crossing out the nose.
Yeah, because it...
Yeah.
The other point I wanted to bring up before we get into the nitty-gritty details is last year, and I can't remember the exact category, I remember the categories, but I don't remember the amount, but Danielle said that we set aside a pile for the library, we set aside a pile for the schools, and we
Mhm.
set a pile aside for the adult social center.
Yeah,
And then, and then everybody else, which is,
Mhm.
music, community, blah, blah.
yeah.
So last year, the library, we dispersed $1,810 in
Wow.
grants, and that was 25% of the total. The adult social center, we distributed $1,500 in grants, and that was about 21% of the total. And for some reason, I don't know why, the schools, the only school that we gave money to was the Blackstone Valley Multicultural event.
I think, if I remember right, they were asking for money for an event they already had. That was the one. They already had
Oh.
a science thing or something at the school.
Oh, that could be, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that knocked that one out. So, and then of the remainder, we had one for the Historical Society,
Yeah.
one for a performer at the Oktoberfest. And this year we have the Oktoberfest itself asking for money. And then 2 other performers, one music performance at the Methodist Church, and the other was a performer at the Halloween thing at Douglas
So,
Orchard.
So one thing with the Oktoberfest,
Mm-hmm.
they also say it's going to take place in 2022.
Oh, I didn't notice that either.
So
It's a
Yep.
typo.
October 7th, 2022. But we can't, we just can't, right? I mean, if it's a typo,
Can
It's
you
a
ask them to
typo.
come in? Doesn't say that you can ask people to come in.
And explain themselves?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We have that.
says that in here somewhere,
Oh.
in where?
in these rules.
I looked at the rules so long ago.
Oh.
Let me see if I can find it.
And it is October 7th of 2023.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
So it says applicant interviews. While LCCs may allow interviews, they must not be required of applicants. The Mass Cultural Council does not encourage LCCs from holding interviews unless it is absolutely necessary to reach a granting decision. If councils find it useful to conduct applicant interviews as part of the grant review process, they must take extra precautions to ensure that the interview process is consistent, fair, and equitable. Councils cannot disapprove an application for the sole reason that the applicant was unable to attend an interview.
So,
Put it on the maybe pile.
yeah, and the amount that they're requesting is 4,000, which is
yeah,
almost
that's-
half of our total
Yeah,
budget.
that's not.
Large amount.
But you don't have to give it all.
No, no,
we don't,
no.
yeah. So it's maybe.
Yeah. Is there an actual person with a phone number who signed the application?
Yeah.
On the second page, I believe. Tony.
St.
Pierre.
Pierre.
St. Pierre.
Okay. I mean, you could potentially call that person if it gets down to it. It's a
Yeah.
maybe pile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they get an opportunity to resubmit anything, or is this a final?
It's final
Right.
from what I read.
Well, we send out the denial letters first.
Okay, and then they can appeal.
They can appeal.
Yeah, there can be a reconsideration.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not necessarily against, but giving them anything.
Rules are rules.
All right, why don't we start with the events that are gonna go on at the library?
Okay.
I believe that's number 5, the pirate party.
Yeah. He got an award last year.
We did.
Yep.
Um,
$150.
It's for something different though, right?
Yes, this is different.
Yeah.
Last year he did magic
Magic,
at the
he's-
campsite.
He's doing both
He's
of them.
doing,
looks like.
yeah, he is, yeah.
Has another magic one in here?
Yeah. So, it's number 20. Oh, no, that's a different person.
Yeah.
Different person, but
Different
same
person.
venue, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's the same amount that he charged last year. And the librarian, the children's librarian, Deb Soderberg, wrote a letter in support, so.
Yeah. I don't have any problem giving to the library. I know the kids,
Yeah.
a lot of adults don't use it anymore, but the kids do.
Yeah.
Especially the younger kids. Story hours always packed.
Okay.
Reading to that dog. I wish I could go read to the dog. But I guess if you're a kid, you get to go to the library and hang out with this dog and read him stories. But Deb told me that it was for the kids, so I can't go read to the dogs at the library.
Does anyone need any information about this one?
The second one or the first one?
Sorry, number 5, the pirate
Pirate
party.
Party with Edward Cope Jr.
He's asking for 450.
Right. And he didn't seem inclined to want partial.
Right.
Diamond, supported it.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, ayes have it then.
Okay.
It sounds like it did something last year that was successful, and we're going to continue that.
Kids love pirates.
Okay, the next library, I believe, is Interactive Summer Reading, number 10.
Yeah. I didn't have a problem with that one either.
Me neither.
No, it sounds pretty detailed by what they gave for information.
Mhm.
So do we have a motion for everybody to agree on number 10, Interactive Summer Reading?
I think it's a good one.
Yep,
Mhm.
agree.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, and what was this one?
Next one was number 19, I think.
Science show for superheroes.
That one looked good too.
The library does a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the library stuff is good.
They actually have 19, 20, and 21.
Yeah, I put a question mark next to the magic one.
Yeah, I had no on that one, I don't remember why, I'm just looking at notes, but.
The Mike and Beth Cabaret Show, number 18.
Oh, we already
Oh,
said no to that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so 19, the science show for superheroes. I'm good with it.
That sounded neat.
Yeah. Motion to go for that one?
Yep, I know.
Ooh.
Aye.
All right. Ayes have it. So number 20, the magic show. Hmm. I don't know why I said no to that.
And I don't know why I put a question mark there. I put yes, question mark. I guess that makes it a maybe.
It's kind of expensive for a magic show.
Maybe that's what it was.
Well, magic shows are expensive. And we were looking into them for an event at the adult social center. And it was a crazy number. We said, no, not gonna do it.
Oh.
Well,
Um,
let me just throw this out for consideration. All of the library grant applications are for more children's things, except for the last one, 26, which is about how to grow cannabis.
Yeah.
So if you take that one out, then all of the other library applications total 25% of the total amount that we have to disperse this year. And that's
Children.
comparable to what we did last year. So I don't know if that's like a guideline we can use, or if, I'm not sure if you are interested in knocking out the cannabis one.
I
I
already had
say
no on
give
that one.
something to the adults
Mhm.
at the library. We gave them 2 kids activities.
Which 2 kids?
The interactive summer reading at the library and the science show superheroes.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, is all of the other ones are kids. So
Yeah.
it seems like we should knock at least one of the library applications out to keep them in the same proportion or ratio of the grant money that we did last year. That's just a thought. We don't have to do it that way. But if they got 25% last year, and we can give them 25% this year,
Yeah.
then we need to knock one of the library ones out. And I just thought the cannabis one seemed like a logical one, although I agree, it's a program for adults.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you're in a position of deciding which other children's program to throw
Yeah.
out. Or, we could not throw any of them out and just,
Hmm.
that's just another way to look at how to, what lines to draw to decide on.
Are there any rules against, like alcohol and marijuana and all those kind of things? No?
You could do a bartending course at the library, perhaps.
Okay. Well, should we vote on the magic show? All right.
Did you figure out why you put no?
I don't, I think maybe because, like I had the cannabis one maybe, because I thought it'd be a big discussion, but it doesn't appear to be a big discussion, so. So I
I
put,
just think where we gave the two that are geared to the younger ones,
Mhm.
if we ixnay the magic show and give them the plant guy Eric, then
Yeah.
it's something for the adults in town.
Makes sense to me.
I mean,
Yeah.
if they don't wanna
Yeah.
go, they don't go. If they wanna go, they go.
Okay,
All right. So
so,
X out Scott Jameson magic.
so
Yeah.
it's all nay on the magic? Any yays?
Uh-oh, what do you think, Rikesh?
I mean, if you got a yay, just say, you know, and plead your case.
Can I be in the maybe category or not? That has
Well,
to
we
be
gotta
your nay.
vote, we gotta pass,
Yeah.
we deny.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we could vote. It sounds like
Yeah.
we're pretty much all clear. Yays?
Yes.
Nays?
I'll say nay.
Nay?
Nay to exit, or what do we
To
vote?
cross it out, like,
All right,
to not.
I'll vote yay to cross it out.
Yay.
Cross it out.
Yay to cross it out. Yes. Yay to cross it out, okay.
So we're talking about magic, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good with it.
You know what, and then if we
That
have
was
an
an
extra
expensive one.
if we have an extra 500 at the end,
We can consider it?
I would.
So we'll do 26
Okay.
for 300.
26.
Crossed it with 550.
Kathy, I found this and printed it. I didn't know if it would help you.
Oh, yes, I have this on my computer at home.
Perfect.
But yes,
Okay.
so, this will be they gave us, the Massachusetts Cultural Council gives you an Excel spreadsheet to fill in, which would have been very helpful this year.
Yeah.
So now that I know that it's there, it's a helpful tool, and I can fill it out as we go and then not be scrambling. And I have to make a report at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome. Okay, and the library's also got 21.
Yes,
Father Goose Tales.
yes. That looked interesting.
Yeah.
It did, it looked cute too.
Mhm.
I think what I'm observing with all those is they're like summer program things for children, which is
Right.
obviously good to keep them engaged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a public opportunity. I mean, support.
Keep them off the streets.
All right.
Does everybody support 21?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
21.
21 it is.
So, can I just go back and see what we have agreed to?
Sure. Number 5, the pirate party.
Okay.
We haven't necessarily voted on the Douglas High School yet, because
Right.
that's number 10, the interactive summer reading performance. Number 19,
Yep.
number 21,
Okay.
and 26.
Great. Okay, thank you.
All right, so is that all the library?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
How much are we allotted to budget?
9,000.
$325.73.
Understood.
So we can just, make sure we don't go over that.
Well, we'll have to do some rearranging.
Yeah.
All right, so that was all the library. And then,
How about number 4? We gave to that last year.
Yeah. I think
Um,
I think we should do it again.
I do too. That's a pretty big event at their school.
Right.
Okay,
Can we all agree on number 4?
Tree Cultural Festival.
Yeah.
You're supposed to support multicultural things.
Yes.
They're asking.
Yes, I'll say yes.
Second.
They're asking for little money too.
Yeah.
They're not asking for the
$500.
entire amount.
Yeah.
Alright.
So should we be calculating how much we're
Yep.
allocating?
Yes.
Because we've already voted on these. It
Yeah,
seems
she's
like-
working
Yeah.
on
Okay,
it.
got it.
It's on top of it.
Sorry.
Now, the
That's okay.
Broadway musical.
Okay, I'm gonna,
The high school chorus asks for 2,600. But the Blackstone Valley Education Foundation asks for 12.
well, I say that, we say no to the Blackstone Valley,
Yeah,
but yes to the high school.
do we want to give the high school the 2,600?
I don't know. I don't know if we can.
Seems
We'll
like
we'll have to see.
I thought that was the one with the date wrong. Is it?
No.
No, that was Oktoberfest.
Oh, okay.
maybe we could see what we have left.
That was a duplication. Okay, I understand.
Well, why don't we just go through the rest in order?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
We have the Blackstone Valley Art Association,
Mm-hmm.
Free Community Art Celebration, and they're asking for $350.
I thought that was a very worthwhile cause, and what they plan to do made sense.
Yeah.
And it's available to residents of Douglas.
No, I don't think we have any other art things.
Any
Right.
age, I mean,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Community-wide,
Mm-hmm.
and you're right, Diana, I don't think there's any other art. There's music.
yeah, but no art.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can we all agree on number one?
Yes.
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 Second.
Mhm.
Yes.
Third,
or
fourth, yeah.
fifth. Yeah.
Number two, concerts.
This is the Blackstone chorus.
Yeah.
Where were they
Yes.
proposing to hold the concerts?
The Valley Chapel.
Oh, yeah.
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 So,
And they also had a number of other communities that they were applying for grants
Mhm.
through.
yeah,
Yeah, because they need 6650, they're asking us for 500.
there's pretty much all the local. Blackstone, Mendon, Grafton, Hopedale, Millville, Millbury, and it's like all the local ones.
Everything south of Worcester.
Oh, Worcester's in there too. So, I mean, I vote yes, but,
I say yes, they're asking for 500.
right,
And they're probably asking plenty of other towns for the same amount.
right.
Right.
It's not like they need the 6650 and asked us for 3,000.
Yep.
They asked for 500.
Yeah.
I would
All right.
go along with a
I
yes for
say
the...
yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Aye.
Okay. What are we at so far, like, money-wise?
We are up to, wait,
Should probably add that up before we give them.
$3,450, about a little less than a third.
Okay. So number three, that was the Blackstone Valley, so we're.
Yeah.
No,
because we're
that was a
gonna-
no.
Yep. 4 and 5, we said yes already. 6 is the Douglas Adult Social Center.
Yeah.
So that was proposing 4 programs over the course of the year.
Mhm.
And that's,
Yeah, different kinds of programs, musical programs, we do all kinds of,
Yeah, steel drum band, mariachi
Yeah.
band, Irish band.
multicultural, see?
And a murder mystery dinner.
yeah.
I've never been to any of these events. I don't know.
You should go.
I know.
It's a great place. I can't vote on this one, but
Yeah.
I don't think I should vote either, should I?
Yeah,
Well, I'm not-
You attend there, I work there, so
Yeah.
you can
Oh,
vote,
yeah.
I cannot.
So we'll have one abstention.
Were there any other, we talked about some of them that were performing at the,
Number 13, the Helen Keller, she
Oh,
is
okay.
performing at the senior center.
is that one of the four? It's not one of the four that they're asking money for.
Extra.
No, she does her own grants.
Oh, okay.
That's how she does these all over the
And
place.
the cabaret was the other one, right?
Yes.
So those were two separate. And we crossed them out, but were we a little hasty or?
No.
No?
And I can offer an explanation why.
Okay.
So in the Adult Social Center has its own town budget and its own grant. It gets grants for all kinds of things. And as an adjunct sort of to the Adult Social Center, there's a group called the Sunshine Club that does
Mhm.
its own fundraising, and it also purchases the services of performers for a variety of activities. So I think that the Sunshine Club, of which I'm a member, would be wise to, get the services of these performers.
Mhm.
It's something that we could do, so that they're not, it wouldn't be a grant through the Cultural Council, it would be just, we would pay them to come and perform. So it's not like they would be losing out the opportunity to earn that, earn money for putting on a performance.
I did see that in at least one of them, talking about other places they can get funding in Sunshine
Yep.
Club, so.
So
So-
you're saying no to that?
My suggestion is that we authorize the $1,600 to the Adult Social Center to do whatever it's listed that it's gonna do,
Mhm.
and say no to numbers 18 and 13,
Mhm.
because we'll be able to fund them through a
Right.
different way.
Okay, I
I
can
think I
agree
did
with
have
that.
no on them
Oh, I
before,
can't
because I
agree
saw
with
that they could get
but-
funding through Sunshine.
Sorry.
So, I had, in my initial, I said no,
Me too.
yeah, for 13 and 18. Okay, so, for the Douglas Adult Social Center, $1,600, yay?
Yay. Yay.
Yes.
Yay. Yeah, all right.
They're funding multiple events at the National
Yeah.
Social Center, and those
Mhm.
piecemeal ones, or
What
those
are we
two
up
separate
to?
ones we're not doing.
We are at,
30, oh,
Hmm?
that's not right. $4,050.
Okay. Should we talk about the school and how much we want to give them? Like Our Bright Future, number 15, that's a daycare in Southbridge.
yeah, it says program, with WPI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had said no to that one.
I thought no too, so can we ex-nay 15? Does
Well,
everybody agree with that?
I have a question about that, though.
Okay.
Does that, it says, the $2,000 for this grant application would cover the cost of serving 4 kids.
Right.
Are they 4 Douglas kids?
See, that's where I was like, it kind of seemed, I wrote somewhere,
I don't
it said
see.
4 students in your community. So I feel like, like give us $2,000 and we'll take 4 of your kids from Douglas. Because they're asking money from all the other
Yeah.
councils
I
also.
don't see parents driving from Douglas to Southbridge for
Well, it's a
daycare.
WPI.
So wouldn't it be in Worcester?
Yeah, it says, where does the project, it's WPI.
Oh, it's still Worcester.
Yeah.
I mean, on the project overview page, it says it's already started. September 26th is the start date.
Oh.
I mean, but until 2023, and when I looked at this, we have to raise 500 per child for the computer tablet and staff support. It's not actually for them,
Oh,
which I think that's a high amount, but.
I
Right.
say no.
yep.
I say no also. No?
Second.
Alright. And let's see, are there any others we could say no to?
I'm wondering about number 22,
Yeah.
the afternoon of brass.
Mhm.
Because that is, I know it's a huge amount of money that they're, the total cost of their project, and they only
Mhm.
need a little bit, requesting only a little bit from us. But it takes place in two venues, one in Boston
Mhm.
and one in Mechanics Hall. And the one at Mechanics Hall, the one in Boston's free to attendees.
Oh, Worcester, yeah, in Boston,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but the one in Mechanics Hall, they're proposing to charge, well, this was weird, 18 to $50, but members of the local cultural council could go for free. That just seemed too big.
I think they did that last year, or some
Mhm.
other organization did
Yeah.
that, we didn't
Yeah.
think that that was appropriate.
Right.
I
Right.
vote that one down too,
Yeah, I
number 22.
maybe on that
Also
one,
no.
but, so we all in agreement, no? Nay?
No on 22?
What do you think,
January
Raquel?
4th.
Huh?
I'm just
She's looking at it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and they're asking for 5.
I mean, 500 seems like such a small percentage of their total budget. If they did get that
43,000.
500, they would just, I
Right.
think they said they would hire lower quality musicians. So-
Our 500 doesn't even make much of a budget, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so 22 no? All right, 22 is a no?
I'm okay with no on that.
Okay. Outcomes, the special needs.
I like this one.
Yeah.
I did too.
They said they identified the 212 disabled students in Douglas,
Yeah.
who they would specifically serve. And it's a virtual thing,
Yeah.
it doesn't require any kind of mobility or
No, they
anything.
can go right on their laptop from school
Mhm.
and,
Okay. I didn't think of it that way.
yeah, you
I was
don't
more
have
like
to
it's
get brought
virtual,
anywhere.
Yeah.
They can sit right in study hall.
Mhm.
Well, I guess now it's free period.
Well, when does
Um,
this take place? In the evening,
Shall we
during the
wait?
day?
I'm doing this from memory, it's not always a good idea. I think it was not during school hours, so.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It might,
it's after school. Yeah,
Just like they could do it from home.
yeah.
Right.
But
Or-
just about every kid has a laptop or tablet at home
Mhm.
supplied by the school
yeah.
to be able to participate in this.
And I think it's a good thing to do it
Mm,
at home.
definitely. And it's not a large amount.
Yeah.
It's no, they're not asking for us to pay the total 2,500 they need.
Right. Yep, the virtual thing just turned me off to it, but I didn't think
Right.
of it the way you're talking, and now I'm on board.
And I know kids that are severely autistic and they
Mhm.
can't sit in a classroom. They
Sure.
don't like all the noise and people around them.
Mhm.
But something like this in the privacy of their own home would be ideal.
Yeah,
And if it wasn't virtual, it'd probably cost a lot more.
Right,
Mm,
true.
Yeah,
Yays?
Yay.
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 All right. What do we got now?
45.50.
Okay.
So that's like halfway, half.
Looking at any others that I could know on.
Um,
How about the Uxbridge first holiday night?
hmm.
900? That's number 24, so.
Did they specify what they needed it for?
Yes, for the
Yeah.
Douglas High School marching band, for the band and transportation to get the band back and forth.
Okay.
So it really is kind of a combination, community, high school.
And if you attend Uxbridge First Night, it's loaded with Douglas people.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Even in the rain.
I would have to say yes to that. It's a pretty good event.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though it takes place in Uxbridge, it involves Douglas.
I mean, the Douglas fire trucks are
Kids.
there,
Yeah.
the band is there.
Mhm. Yays?
Yeah,
Yay.
For 900?
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a music one that I think I put a no on. It's number 9. So this group, the New England Time, actually made an application for a grant last year and we gave it to them. But the title of the band then was Catnip Junkies, and it was going to be a New Orleans kind of a thing. And then she
Changed it.
changed
A
it.
couple times she changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the grant last year was, well, it's for $1,200.
Mhm.
And that
seems
might have
like a
been
lot.
less than she asked for, I think, but she went up, she took it. So I happened to be at this performance.
Right, yeah, I heard that.
And,
I
it was
came
nice.
later. I came later. I thought they were pretty good, but
Yeah, they are good,
yeah.
but all the other musicians, nobody's asking for $1,800
Right,
for anything.
right.
It's a lot of money for what? And the Douglas Orchard charged admission to the event. So I don't know if this is, I know we've talked about this before. So I don't know if this is like kind of a cute way for them to get around that, because they're not allowed to charge for cultural council events.
Mhm.
That was my understanding. So they charge for parking.
Did they charge for parking at that?
They
They
did.
did?
Mm.
I don't think you can just walk up to Douglas Farm and be like, I'm here for the concert, and not pay, right?
No, probably not. Like when they have the other concerts in
Yeah.
the summer series, those are.
I've never walked in, to be fair. I've always driven a car, so. But no, but I've always been charged per the person inside my car, not,
Yes.
Oh,
not per
that's
car.
their vehicle.
Yes, yes, it's
Like a
per
parking
person,
thing.
So-
$10 per person, not per car. So,
Doesn't sound like parking to me.
yeah, so I'd be fine if we knock this one off. Plus, her submission, I had to go after her a couple times to, you need to send me your W-9, you need to send me an invoice. Pain in the tush. So,
Okay, I agree with that.
I mean, it's a lot of money.
It is.
yeah, even if we wanted to give them $600, I guess, but the whole thing just left a less than great feeling. for
If I
me.
was gonna give out that large amount, I think I'd give it to the school or the Oktoberfest
Right,
Mhm.
first.
yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think it says if you can't fund the entire amount, project is still viable, advertising portion of the budget will be scaled back. Their advertising is like $100.
Yes, that's what I know.
So,
Yeah,
So what's the rest of it for?
1,400 for salaries, fees, so
I see.
paying themselves.
And there's
Yeah.
like, 5 or 6 people in the band.
Yeah,
I say
bring their
no,
own
because we're
equipment.
getting lower on funds and we
Right.
still have to decide about the school and the
Right.
Oktoberfest.
I really want to do the school. I mean, that's a great
I think we
opportunity.
should do the school.
All right, so nay on number 9?
Nay.
Yes.
All right.
I honestly think we should do number 7.
What else we
For
got?
the whole 2,600?
Where are we at in funds?
We're at 5,450. If we do,
Can we give the school 400 and the 2,000, and then give the Oktoberfest committee 2,000?
that would put us
That
a
would
little bit
make
over.
you say no to everything else, right? Is that
Yeah,
where you're going?
Yeah, there's like 3 left.
Oh, there's only 3 left.
yeah,
Well-
12, well, there's 4 left.
Well, let's talk about those and then we'll
Yeah,
get right
all right,
back to
let's-
the
let's-
school and,
Let's go back,
We got
number
number-
25.
yeah.
The Uxbridge Unleashed Community Concert Series.
Mhm.
Seems really cool to me,
Yeah.
but if we want to give money to the school, I think the school trumps it,
I
honestly.
do, I honestly
Okay.
go with the school, that would be a great experience. I mean, my kids wouldn't be into it, but
So it looks like they're
Those
still
that
gonna have
are-
to,
It's hard, yeah.
even if we give them money, they're still gonna have to pay like 400 per student.
they are, but
Yeah, but that's.
I still
Mm.
think we should help the school.
Oh,
Hmm.
I wanted to make a point. The,
Well, I'm sorry,
Okay.
let's go with 25 first.
okay, yes.
We'll come back to yours.
Okay.
So 25, the Uxbridge Unleashed Community Concert Series, Music and Mutts.
So it looks like that's 4 separate events.
Yeah.
And they're asking for 500.
Right, which,
So could we do a partial fund where we fund one of the things?
Like,
one
give them
fourth,
half?
1/4 or?
they did say that they would scale back to, 2 events or something, so I would actually love to do half.
250?
Yeah,
Yeah.
250?
I would agree
Can we
with that.
agree to give number 25, $250?
Yay.
Yeah, yes.
I'd be okay with that.
All right.
That's a
Diane,
good compromise on
good?
that one.
I say yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd say it's good getting something.
Yeah.
So, the the Douglas Historical Society has one project in here. It's number 16.
Yes. Myths and miracles.
Yeah, and it's going to take place at the Historical Society, Jenks
Mhm.
store. So last year, we gave them a grant, and it was, I'm going to say, I forget how much money it was. It was some amount of money. Oh, $650 for donut dollies.
Oh, yeah.
So this is like half of that.
Mhm.
And it looks interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So I would propose that we give them their entire grant.
I'll
Okay.
second that.
Aye.
Yep.
I agree. Okay,
16?
yeah. 16 is a yes.
I think my concern now is we've said yes to a lot of things. I think we should actually, how's that number look? Or do we need a calculator? Trust your math,
I have, we're only at 6,010. I say
Okay.
only.
Number 12?
Yeah.
We should definitely
Do you want me to do a
calculate it
calculator?
Well,
before
let's
finalizing.
talk about 14. They want 850.
Oh,
I'm kind of not for this one because it's on
Cable
local
only.
cable only.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
yeah,
If it was offered another way also, that would be good.
right.
850,
Which number is this? I'm
Plus it
sorry.
was, it
14.
starts in Miami and
Right.
it's a musical and it's gonna be going all over the
Mhm.
country.
Say no.
Yeah.
Keep it in town or closer, I think. So can we ex-nate 14?
Yes.
Yep.
I agree.
And sort of on a similar concern I had with number 12.
Okay.
The program itself sounded moderately interesting, but it was very vague about what the venue would be. It's sort of like this guy has an idea. and
But
he
has
I thought he-
nowhere to do it.
Yeah, he packaged his grant very nicely.
Somewhere in Douglas, right?
Yeah, maybe a library or a senior center or.
Right. I agree with that.
It was
you
vague.
should, have a plan, you know. So are we crossing out number 12?
Ex-nay that then?
Yes. I'm
Alright.
in favor of, yes, mixing that.
I do like that one, ukuleles.
Which one?
Oh, you
That's
should
that
come
one.
to the senior center. We have them play down there. We do.
All right, how about the
That's great.
Blackstone, number 17, the Blackstone Valley Music Coffee House Series?
That seemed kind of interesting too. Although I didn't even know that that venue existed until,
Where is it located?
it's a coffee house, a music store in Uxbridge.
Really?
And they have
Douglas?
lessons and teachers and,
Yeah,
no, it's not Douglas.
it's not. And we're at what, 6,000 something?
6,010.
What are the high school and the Oktoberfest combined?
A lot.
Yeah, well,
6,600.
um,
Oh, I think we're at 7,010.
oh, well,
I need to do this again. Get a treasurer who can't add. If you want to fire me, go ahead.
I'm a volunteer.
Yeah, because we only got 17 and then the school and
Oh, I see where I
Mhm.
made my mistake. Thank you.
Oktoberfest. We have to remember too, the Oktoberfest had a typo.
Right.
Right, that's right.
How about, they're asking for 4,000, right?
Mm.
Such a, I mean, it's,
I know, yeah.
there's a lot of people that come in.
I mean, I can contact Tony and
Can you just call him now?
have him amend it.
Well, he says we can have people come, and so we could have them come by phone call, can we?
Let's see here.
It doesn't say come in person.
It's an appearance of sorts.
Right.
You said no to this other one, right? Because it's at the wrong.
Tony?
Yeah,
Hi,
how you
it's
doing?
Jen. Good, how are you?
Good. What's up?
You are on speakerphone with the Cultural Council.
Oh,
We have your application here, and it says the year of the event is going to be 2022. Can we amend that and safely say that it's going to be 2023?
yep.
I needed to hear it from you.
Yep, 2023.
Okay, thank you.
Already.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay. Well, since we considered them, let's go back just for, argument's sake, number 11,
Yes.
right? Just on face value, not taking into account the 2022, would you say yes to it? It's $1,000. Right, summer youth theater.
It's not Douglas, so.
But, well, Douglas.
A lot of the
people
kids attend the
Yeah.
Whitensville Community Center during
I
the summer
love the
though.
White Community Center. But it's not Douglas.
could- But it serves the Douglas community, I
Right.
guess,
Yeah.
because it's not,
Oh, yeah, it serves all. the-
What's
Yeah.
that total?
Blackstone Valley.
And they do
It's
charge
great.
$5 for guests,
yeah.
right? And we have a problem with that
Yeah.
already
Mhm.
because the Douglas Farm does that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
I don't see how you
Yeah,
can
they
do it.
can't charge any type of admission.
We have $2,315
Left?
left.
How much?
2315.
Boy, it goes fast, doesn't it?
We
That's
were
it?
at 7,010.
Okay. All right. Well, then, just on face value, we're saying no to number 11 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just wanted to revisit since, to be fair.
and no to 17.
Charge.
Well,
Is it gonna be free?
yes, it's free, and they give you coffee and donuts when you go for free. But there are 3 other communities that they've also made an application to.
Right. That's why I was a maybe on that one.
Mhm.
And if we want to maximize
17.
for the high school and Oktoberfest,
We'd have to ex-nay 17.
yeah, so 17, no?
No,
So it sounds like the school and Oktoberfest, you're gonna have to partially fund those, because they have
And-
not enough money to cover what they're asking for.
Unless we take somebody off.
Yeah. And those are 7 and 8, right? That we're talking about?
yes. What if we ex-nay the high school request and honor the Blackstone Valley request for the same thing at 1,200?
Well, then why don't we just give 1,200 to the high school?
Mm-hmm.
True.
Give it to them directly,
Yeah.
right?
I think that's a really good way to deal with it.
So we could give them 1,200 instead of 26.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
And then that leaves how much for us to give the Oktoberfest?
All right. 1,200 for the high
School,
school. That was number
Broadway classroom
number
musical.
7. Okay. Well, $1,115. So you could do 1,100 or 1,000.
Is there
But we're
anything
pen,
else?
I'm sorry, Tim. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I just was asking if there was anything else left. That's it.
That's it.
Well, that is pending, then to resubmit the application, or like amend the application, right? So we can't say yes until they've done that, or we can?
I don't remember the rules.
I don't-
I thought it was, it had to be
They
like-
can't amend the application
Yeah.
once it's submitted.
Mhm.
All that did was call to verify that it was next year he was talking
Mhm.
about.
Oh, okay, I understand.
But no, once your application goes through the website
Mhm.
and gets put into the panel book,
Mhm.
that's it, that's your final application.
All we could do is have reconsideration, but if our money's gone, then
Yeah.
reconsideration doesn't take.
How much is left?
After we do the 1,200 to the high school, it's $1,115. Do we X
So
out
we're
number
doing-
17? We said
So,
no.
so are we voting on that one, 1,200 to the high school, yay?
I say yay.
I think we can. vote.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
support, yes.
17 was a no. And then what? Oktoberfest, give them 1,000? That'll pay for 2 things of entertainment, at least. Because that's why they asked for so
No.
much, was the cost
they
of
don't- they don't-
entertainment has gone up so
But they don't
high.
have it broken down, like what is it for, right? And then it still says ticket sales. Like what are the ticket sales?
I don't know what they charge for that
The only
train.
tickets are for the kids' bouncy houses
Oh,
and
yeah.
the train ride.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it says donations, local sponsors, vendors, ticket sales, concessions. So I just wondered what the ticket sales was.
That's the only ticket I know.
There's nothing else that has a ticket.
No.
I don't even know if the train does have a ticket.
No,
No,
I think
bouncy
you just
house.
wait in line and jump on the train.
I think so.
Do they not have their own budget at all?
What's that?
Do they not have their own budget at all?
I don't know what they get for a budget, if anything.
The town, might give them money. We need, if we had the, yearbook, oh, that would only, shoot, I mean, could look it up. I also want to propose that we use as much of our funds as possible. There's no reason for us to have any
Right.
left over.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if it's $1,115.73, I would give them
1,100?
1,100. I'm going to excuse myself to see if I can find that yearbook thing.
I say we should at least give them the 1,100. The Oktoberfest is huge in Douglas.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know some kids like in the scout troop, they won't go to things because it's,
Yeah.
Oktoberfest.
Is there anything that we were on the fence about, or were we sure we were funding all of the rest of them? That we said yes to?
I think the others that we said yes to were,
Yeah. I think the only other one that we were like, well, was the Coffee House series. And we said no because we wanted that money
for the school.
yeah. So that's the only one that I can remember that we said, well, maybe.
Could we partially fund that with 100 or something like that? Give them something, and then 1,000 to Oktoberfest? I mean, like, we're not gonna be able to fund that entire Oktoberfest.
200 to the
No.
coffee house.
Which is why I wanna understand what their like budgets are. I mean, it's great, I know Oktoberfest is amazing, but I can't expect.
So it says, if we cannot fund the entire amount, to solicit local businesses to sponsor. And they also requested money from Mendon, Uxbridge, and Sutton.
Which one?
Blackstone
The
Valley.
coffee
Oh, okay.
series.
Okay, yeah. So that could be compelling to say no to that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say give the 1,100 that's left to the Oktoberfest. I do. Even with the typo, we talked to Tony, we know it's
Mhm.
gonna be 2023.
And the date was October 7th, right? And that is the first Saturday in October.
Yeah.
And we went
So-
back in fairness and still said no to that other one that we initially
Yeah.
crossed out. So I'm comfortable with that.
Okay,
Yes.
so can we agree on number 8 gets $1,100?
1,100, the remaining?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay. So
Wow, what's that leave us, Kathy?
$15.73. Because, our funds are put in an interest-bearing account.
Okay.
So we get 17 cents of interest or something. So we're always going to end up with an odd number. I just want to do this one more time and make sure that I haven't miscalculated something.
That would be good to do.
Yes. Yep. And also, Ken, just because I'm anxious about not having this completely correct, can we just go through the list and
I was just gonna say, should we
Okay.
review that? Yes. So I've got, number 1 is a yes for the full amount.
Mhm.
Number 2 is a yes for the full amount. 3 was a no. 4 was a yes for the full amount. 5 was a yes for the full amount.
Can I interrupt you, Sean, for
Sure.
just a second? So, like, when we say no, do we have to specify a reason? Like, for the 3 we're saying no to because we're funding something? Or do we have to
When I
write that
log
one?
in as the secretary, they give me, letters. I
Uh-huh.
just input our personal information,
Okay, all right.
so,
There's no detail there.
No.
not really,
Yeah.
no.
All right.
And they can appeal if they,
Yeah.
you know. Where was I at? 5,
Yes, for the
Yes.
full, yeah.
6 was a yes to the full amount. 7 was a yes with a $1,200, so partial. 8 was a yes, partial, 1,100. 9 was a no. 10 was a yes, full amount. 11 was a no. 12, 13, 14, and 15 were all no. And 16 was a yes, full amount. 17 and 18 were no. 19 was a yes at the full amount. 20 was a no. 21 was a yes, full amount. 22 was a no. 23 was a yes at the full amount. 24 was a yes at the full amount. 25 was a yes with a partial to 250. And 26 was a yes, full amount. That went much quicker than I expected.
So-
Oh, yeah. Last year, on Zoom, it only took us an hour.
Oh, okay. Thought it was longer than that.
I will draft up the denial letters,
but- Okay.
because those have to go out first.
Mhm.
By the first of the year, is that what I understood? or-
That's somewhere in
Yes.
January. Yeah.
And then the ones that we approved, I believe I have to send those by January 13th.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So what happens if one of the rejected people we've issued the denial, they come back and appeal? We have no money, right, to give them?
Well, that's why you have to wait
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
before sending out the approvals.
Right, understand,
Yeah.
understand.
Mhm.
All right. So then we have to meet again
Yep.
and kind of like
Yes.
figure
Yeah.
out where we can
Yep.
Yes.
make it work if we elect to. Is that my
Yep.
understanding?
Yep.
Okay, all right, understand. Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
While you're sitting there, can I get your signature here and here?
What does this thing?
This is an application for funding. They've already had their event, so up here where it says
Oh,
approved. Okay, you're sitting there, Diane. Okay. Oh, you're getting organized.
And then,
First page and second page.
This one, down here?
Yes. And the second page, yeah. And then maybe Rakesh can take his signature.
Way to trap us.
Huh?
Way to trap us to get signature.
It's not the second page.
Third
Oh,
page.
that's the
Okay.
one, okay. There you go.
Great. First and second page, right under Sean's signature. This is, I have to tell you, I rely on this so much. It helps keep
Yeah.
me so
I
organized.
love it.
Yeah.
I've got stuff in there, but it's not organized. Yeah. I'm glad it helped.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking care of that. Thank you.
And it'll help when the next person comes to see, you know.
I can sign, I can just sign.
Okay, we can end the meeting at 7:10.
Thank you.
Need a motion to end?
Second, third.
All right. All right, the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, everybody.